Hey, good morning, Storytime friends, and thanks for meeting me out here on the campground for some camping story time this morning. We've got a lot of stories to read and some puppet shows, and maybe we'll see some animals out on the trail together. But first we gotta pack our bags. We gotta make sure that we've got all the things we need for our camping trip, because we don't want to get out there and then not have something important that we need. So, before we do that, let's read our first book together. This book is called Sally Goes to the Mountains by Hunick. So let's see how Sally's camping trip goes. Maybe that can give us an idea of how ours will go. To dogs everywhere and the children who love them. We are going camping in the mountains. We read about the animals that live there. I cannot wait to see them. Sally's reading about wild animals in her owner's lap, because she's not a wild animal. We load the van with our gear and lots of food. Sally, go to sleep. We will be there in the morning. You can see they're driving through the city, the buildings passing by in the windows. And they sure do have lots of food in the back seat there, don't they? Packed up. The mountains are beautiful and hopping with life. Lots of bunny rabbits hopping around. I want to play with a rabbit, but he vanishes into thin air. I climb a tree and meet a bird. Is that how dogs climb trees? That's a funny way to climb a tree. She sings a lovely song. Hi, my name is Sally. Whoo! Sally. Whoo! Sally. Whoo! Sally. Whoo! Sally. Whoo! I soon have enough of that. I go for a swim. Splash! The water is perfect and the fish are jumping. Those fish sure look tasty. I like sticks, but the beaver has me beat. Ooh, how many sticks do you think the beaver needed to build that beaver dam? A lot, right? Family of skunks is very nice, except for one little stinker. Ooh, get out of there, Sally. P.U. I want to play with a raccoon, but he says, nighttime is playtime for me. Have you ever seen a raccoon in the daytime? You're probably more likely to see a raccoon at nighttime, right? Oh, here's a big page. I see moose tracks all around. There's the big moose. But I do not see a moose. Why do you think Sally can't see that moose? I meet a bear eating berries off a bush. My stomach starts to growl. Well, that was me yesterday. I had a grumbly tummy. I find a bush with my favorite food, but no one to open the cans. I have never been so hungry. Dog food bush. Now, I've never seen that before. Something strange about this campground. Sally, wake up. We are in the mountains. Time for breakfast. Turns out Sally was just dreaming about all that stuff. Dreaming about dog food. Well, let's not dream our campsite. Let's go see how it goes. You know, we can't just sleep through the car ride like Sally did. So let's get our backpack together and see what we got packed in there. All right, gang. We got a backpack full of gear for our camping trip packed up. So I'm gonna show you guys what we have. packed for our camping trip. We've got lots of helpful items here. First of all, we've got a pan and a pot. These are good cooking utensils that we can use over our campfire, cook us up some grub, because you got to eat while you're out in the woods, right? Next we got, let's see what we got here. A cool little lantern. We can light this to help us see in the dark, because you know it's only just the starlight and the moonlight out there. Maybe the glow of our campfire. What do we have here? This is a nice canteen. We can fill up with drinking water, because you never know when you're going to need some drinking water out in the woods. You might not be able to find any, so it's best to bring a supply of your own. What do we have here? We've got some binoculars for looking out far away. You can see far away distances with these. It's pretty cool for sightseeing. And what else do we have? We got some tools. Here we have a little utility knife, pocket knife. It's got lots of stuff on it. A knife for cutting. Here's another serrated little saw knife. Here's a can opener. That can help us with our pots and pans when we're cooking. So we've got a few more tools here. Got 3 tools. A shovel for digging. You never know, you got to do a lot of digging when you go camping, like you want to dig a fire pit to make a safe fire. And here's a knife in case you need to cut something substantial that your pocket knife won't cut. And here's an axe in case you want to chop some firewood for that fire. Well, we got a lot of helpful items here. I'm going to put some back in my bag, but let's keep some out. We'll play a game, a memory game, to see how good you guys are at packing. See if you can remember the items that we've got here. Let's see, we've got our lantern, our canteen, our binoculars, our pocket knife, and our shovel. So let's see if you can remember how this goes. The pieces that are missing. I'm going to take one away. Remember what you see. Something's missing. Can you tell me? Something's definitely missing. We've got our shovel, binoculars, canteen, and lantern. What's missing? I know, it's the pocket knife. Let's put our pocket knife back and play again, huh? Remember what you see. Something's missing. Can you tell me? Let's see here. Got our lantern, pocket knife, binoculars, and shovel. Can you tell me what's missing? Oh, that's right. It's the canteen. Don't forget that. You're gonna get thirsty without that. All right, let's see. Let's play 2 more times, huh? Let's see if we can do it 2 more times. See how good your memory is. Remember what you see. Something's missing. Can you tell me? Whoa. Yeah, let's see here. We've got our canteen, our lantern, our shovel, and our pocket knife, but something is missing. I can't remember. Can you remember what it was? Oh, it must be the binoculars. Now I can see what's missing now that I've got my binoculars. All right, one more time. Remember what you see. Something's missing. Can you tell me? Whoop. I can't really tell. This one's tough. It looks like the same stuff almost. We've got canteen, of course, lantern, pocket knife, binoculars. What's missing this time? Oh, that's right. It's the shovel. A very important item, of course. We wouldn't want to miss any of these items. We don't want to see any of them go missing. So let's make sure we pack them back in our backpack with the rest of our stuff, because we don't want to get out to our campsite and find any of our items missing. We'll zip them up nice and secure. I think we're ready to go.
Well, that was a fun game. How did you do with finding out what was missing? I bet you we're good at that. We're going to check in with Goat and Donkey in the Great Outdoors. Read this book by Simon Puttock and Russell Julian. Look at that great big meadow that they're in. And look, the goat has a backpack on too. Let's see. One morning, Goat announced, "I've decided to take a vacation in the great outdoors." "What a good idea," said Donkey. "While you're away, I'll have peace and quiet to read my book." "Goody," said Goat. "That's settled then." But a little while later, Goat said, "Donkey, where do you think I should go on my vacation?" "Goodness," said Donkey. "Haven't you decided yet?" "No," said Goat, "but I want to go somewhere special." "Well," said Donkey, "do you want a hot place or a cold place?" Said Goat. "I think somewhere in between." "Do you want to get wet or do you want to stay dry?" asked Donkey. "A bit of both, please," said Goat. "And what about being high up or low down?" asked Donkey. Flat in the middle would be great," Goat decided. "And do you want a quiet vacation or an exciting one?" "Goodness," said Goat, "there's more to the great outdoors than I realized. I'll think about that and let you know." At lunch, Goat said, "Donkey, I've thought and I've decided that I'd like to go somewhere just like here. Do you know a special somewhere that is just like here?" Donkey laughed. "Goat," he said, "there's only one special place that is just like here." "Goody," said Goat, "then that is where I will go." And he trotted off to finish his packing. "But Goat," said Donkey, "that special place is here." "Goody and goody," said Goat. "Then I would like to have my vacation right here. I'll put up my tent in the garden and everything will be perfect." Goat snuggled down in his sleeping bag. He felt very peaceful and quiet, perhaps a little too quiet. "Donkey," Goat called. "Yes, Goat?" "Would you like to come on my vacation with me? It's too quiet without you." "Can I bring my book with me? And some games? And my very special blanket?" "Yes," said Goat. "In that case," said Donkey, "I would love to." Donkey squished into the tent and snuggled down. "Donkey," said Goat. "Yeah, Goat," said Donkey. "It's still too quiet." "Well," said Donkey, "we could play catch." "But it's hard to play catch in a tent, and impossible to play football, and ping pong in a tent is just silly." "Perhaps," said Goat, "we should do something quiet, quite quiet after all." "I know," said Donkey. "How about a story?" "Oh, I like stories, said Goat. Then we shall have an exciting story all about the great outdoors. Oh, goody, said Goat. Yes, please. And that is exactly what they did. And that's the end. Well, that was kind of fun. You know, putting up a tent and sleeping in your backyard is kind of a fun thing to do. And, you know, we live in a perfect place. If you have a little patch of grass in your backyard and sort of flat space, that might not be a bad idea. I think I might try it myself. All right, here we are on the trail. Nice wooded place, nice trail there. I'm going to teach you the sign language for along the trail in this song. So we're going to be doing this movement and we're going to see some animals and we'll learn some of the signs for the animals. So my first animal I want to show you is a bear. And the sign language for bear, hey bear, I'm going to have you sit right here, is this. So when we're going to sing, I met a bear along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a bear along the trail today. All right, let's see who we're going to meet along the trail next time. Look what I have here. It's a raccoon, and the sign for raccoon is like this. Do you notice that his eyes have these black patches over it? And so we're going to imitate that with going like this. So let's. I met a raccoon along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a raccoon along the trail today. Okay, who's next? Oh, look what I have. It's fox. And fox, we do this, the sign for fox is an F. And in sign language, this is an F. But then we put it up to our nose and do a little tweaking of the nose like this, showing a long pointed snout that foxes have. So, I met a fox along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a fox along the trail today. Who else? Oh, look. It's Frog. And Frog, let's see. We gotta show that Frog has his throat, because when frogs ribbit, their throats get really big like this. Now we can't do that. We can make our cheeks get a little bit big, and so you can make your cheeks get big and then a flicking like this, just like that. I met a frog along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a frog along the trail today. Let's see what animals Chase found along the trail.
All right, here we are out on the trail. I know Melanie probably saw some cool animals already, so let's see if we can spot some more, huh? Oh, I think I hear someone coming up through the bush. Oh, look at there, it's Rabbit. Let's do the sign for Rabbit. Looks like this. We're gonna use our 2 pointer fingers to make like a rabbit's ear. And we go like this. I met a rabbit along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a rabbit along the trail today. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, who's coming in now? Ooh, it's our friend Owl. And we're gonna do, owls have big old eyes that they can see in the dark with. So the sign for owl is gonna make big eyes on our face like that. Turn them like this. I met an owl along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met an owl along the trail today. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Here comes a familiar friend, Mr. Squirrel, his bushy tail. What do squirrels like to eat? They're always running around collecting nuts, right? So the sign for squirrel is like you're holding a little nut in your hand. Go like this with your fingers. I met a squirrel along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a squirrel along the trail today. Beep, beep, beep. One last friend along the trail. Here he comes. Oh, hold your noses. That's a stinky skunk. Ooh. Skunks are stinky. So that's the first thing we're going to do when we make this sign. We're going to make a ooh, P-U, and then woo, to see that stripe along the skunk's back. We're going to make a sign like that. I met a skunk along the trail, along the trail, along the trail. I met a skunk along the trail today. Ooh, bye, Mr. Skunk. It's nice to meet you. Not too sad to see you go, though. Ooh. Whoa, we sure did see a lot of animals out there on the trail, huh? Have you ever seen a dinosaur out on the trail? I sure haven't. But maybe with this next book called Camp Rex by Molly Idle, maybe we'll see some dinosaurs on the trail at Camp Rex, huh? Sure looks like it. There they are making s'mores together with a dinosaur. Camp Rex. Searching for an outing to enjoy with your friends? Consider camping. The fresh air and exercise are invigorating. Well, there's a lot of dinosaurs out here in Camp Rex. Remember to stay together as a group and stick to the trail. Uh-oh, looks like somebody didn't stick to the trail. When you reach the campsite, find the perfect place to pitch your tent. These dinosaurs all have their idea of the perfect place to pitch their tent. Once you've made camp, you can explore the surrounding area. Learning about the local flora and fauna can be great fun. Uh-oh, don't eat those poisonous plants. So long as you take care to avoid any dangerous plants, like poison ivy, and refrain from disturbing the natural landscape. Uh-oh. What's that he's got in his hand? Some bees. Or its inhabitants. Ah, I don't want to get stung by the bees. If the opportunity presents itself, there's nothing more refreshing than a dip in a mountain lake or a bit of canoeing. Splash. You may even catch a fish or two for supper. Of course, that is a nice opportunity to jump in the lake when you're being chased by bees. After all, the seasoned camper enjoys gathering wood, kindling a flame, and cooking over a properly prepared campfire. Uh-oh, that's not a properly prepared campfire. That's too big. Maybe for a dinosaur, but not for people. A traditional sing-along and marshmallow roast always brings campers closer together. It looks like the T-Rex found a use for that log after all. This dinosaur's got marshmallows on his horns. Do you guys know the name of that dinosaur? Or are these other dinosaurs? Maybe we'll have a pop quiz. Telling spooky stories can be fun too, until it's time to turn in. Woo! Before you fall asleep, it's lovely to listen to the soothing sounds of the forest all around you. Howoo! Hoo! Chirp, chirp. There they are, all asleep at their campsite, all snuggled up. In the morning, you'll awake refreshed and ready to head out on the trail again. Ooh, that looks like a nice camping breakfast. A big old pan full of pancakes. For experienced campers are as much at home in the great outdoors as they are in their own backyard. And there they are camping in the backyard. You ever seen dinosaurs in your backyard? The end. Well, looks like camping with dinosaurs is a little bit different than regular camping. So we'll let them camp their way.
Look, here we are in the campground and we have all these tents lined up with all different colors. Do you know your colors? And we're going to find out who is sleeping in these tents. Let's start with this one right here. This is the color, right, it's red. So here's how this song goes. We got to be quiet because they're sleeping inside the tent. So, someone sleeping in the red tent, in the red tent, in the red tent. Someone sleeping in the red tent. Who could it be? Let's see who's in there. Look, it's a little puppy and a kitten. Oh, stay asleep in there. Now let's go to this next color. What color's this? It's blue. Someone sleeping in the blue tent, in the blue tent, in the blue tent. Someone sleeping in the blue tent. Who could it be? Let's take a peek and see who's in here. Oh, do you see? Oh, it's a dog. He's fast asleep. Okay, gotta keep it quiet. Now let's look at this next one. It's the color green. Someone sleeping in the green tent, in the green tent, in the green tent. Someone sleeping in the green tent. Who could it be? Look, it's a little boy. He's fast asleep in there. Okay, we got some more tents. Let's see here. This one, do you see what color this one is? It's the color purple. Let's sing. Someone sleeping in the purple tent, in the purple tent, in the purple tent. Someone sleeping in the purple tent. Who could it be? Let's see who's there. Oh, look. It's like a little rat, fast asleep. Okay, we've got our next color. It's the color yellow, you're right. Someone sleeping in the yellow tent, in the yellow tent, in the yellow tent. Someone sleeping in the yellow tent. Who could it be? Oh, that's a tiger. Okay, everybody together, let's sing our last one. Someone sleeping in the orange tent, in the orange tent, in the orange tent. Someone sleeping in the orange tent. Who could it be? Oh, it's Mr. Bear, and he says, will you keep it down? I'm trying to sleep in here, trying to sleep. Oh, sorry, Mr. Bear. Sorry, Mr. Bear. You go back to sleep. You go back to sleep, and we gotta keep quiet. All this talk about tents and camping makes me think of Mazie and the book Mazie Goes Camping by Lucy Cousins. Let's check in with Mazie here. Mazie Goes Camping. There she is waving with her stick. One day, Mazie decided to go camping. And all her friends came along. They found the perfect place to make a camp. Pitching a tent is not easy, but everyone worked together. Oh no, the tent fell down. So they tried again and again until the tent stayed up. Good job, everyone. Sometimes it is hard to get a tent to stand up. That night they sang around the campfire. Then it was time for bed. Cyril went in first with his flashlight. One in the tent. There's just one in the tent. Next came Charlie. Watch the pegs. Two in the tent. Then it was Tallulah's turn. Three in the tent. Make room for more, Daisy. Mazie, four in the tent. Oh, is there room for one more? Look who one more is. Come on in, Eddie. I don't know about that. Oh no, five in the... What a squash! What a squeeze! What a squeezy squish squash! Look inside there. Looks like a big mess. A squeezy squish squash, that is. Five in the tent. Good night, campers. Wait a minute. It doesn't look like they're sleeping in there. Who's that? Is that Tallulah? There's Charlie. He's not laying down. Someone's laying down. I think that's Cyril, maybe. Eddie's not even laying down, the elephant. Oh, look what happens. Pop! Out came Cyril. Pop! Out came Tallulah. Pop! Out came Charlie. Pop! Out came Mazie. One in the tent. Four under the stars. Sleep tight, campers. Hoot, hoot. That's the owl. The end. Well, sleeping under the stars, that might be kind of fun too. Oh, I love this. This is the life. Hey there, Charlie. Yeah, this is the life. Hey, did you see Bruno around? Well, I'm not sure. I think he was back on the trail. He should be here any minute.
Oh, huff, 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 huff. Oh, hey there, everybody. I was just climbing to the top of that there mountain over there. Boy, am I beat. Ooh.
Hey there, Bruno. Oh, yeah, it was a tough climb, but I'm really glad we're all here. Oh, hey, Bruno, you got a sleeping bag or a tent in that backpack there?
No, sirree. I think old Charlie's got the right idea over there. I'm gonna sleep out under here, under the stars.
Yeah, it's really nice under the stars. I like to see them. Oh, what a nice night. Camper, camper, what do you see? Alone at night by the old pine tree. I see what is that?
Porcupine.
Camper, camper, what do you see? Alone at night by the old pine tree. Woo-hoo.
Looks like an old owl.
Camper, camper, what do you see? Alone at night by the old pine tree. Hey, Junior! Hey, what are you doing over there?
Oh, hey, Dad. Oh,
Hey, come on in the tent. I thought you were already in here. What are you doing out there? Come on. It's time to be inside. Camper, camper, what do you see? Alone at night by the old pine tree. I see a fox. That's what I see. Camper, camper, what do you see? Alone at night by the old pine tree.
Oh, that bushy tail looks like a squirrel.
Camper, camper, what do you see alone at night by the old pine tree? Oh, look at that little face. That's a raccoon. Camper, camper, what do you see alone at night by the old pine tree? Skunk! Skunk! Oh, here, you can go under here.
Oh, no respect, huh? I see how it is. Well then.
Well, that was all fun until Skunk showed up, which is often the case. Well, whether you are out camping or out hiking, I hope you get to see lots of cool animals or just spending time in the great outdoors. So, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.